Over the summer of 1998, life in Kosovo became dramatically more dangerous. Hundreds of Serbs went missing or were kidnapped. Crime against the non-Albanian population escalated as most Yugoslav army and police units left Kosovo. This withdrawal was one of the provisions of the Milosevic-Holbrooke Agreement. The agreement was intended by the international community to prevent genocide of the Albanian population by the Belgrade regime. The non-Albanian population, for their part, felt that Belgrade had deserted them and that the international community had abandoned them to Albanian terrorism.
Nikakve informacije ne dobijamo od ovo dete. Ono je nestalo je ovdje u naše polje, više našeg sela. Odjednom nestade, nema ga, nit živo, nit mrtvo, da nam ga bar jedno da. Milicija jedno 2-3 dana u poteru, sad vala baš niko, ništa o tome. Da li neko uopšte u Beogradu zna da ovdje uopšte ova omladina ne staje? Ova naša deca maloletna, ovi naši učenici.
NATO bombed Yugoslavia from March to June 1999 in an operation called Angel of Mercy, aimed at preventing humanitarian catastrophe for Kosovo Albanians. However, the 78 days and nights of bombing resulted in heavy casualties among the Albanian and non-Albanian civilian population alike. Immediately after the NATO intervention ended, 700,000 Albanian refugees returned to their homes. But a new catastrophe had begun, the exodus of the Serb and other non-Albanian population from Kosovo. The NATO intervention in Yugoslavia ended with the complete withdrawal of Yugoslav security forces from the province. Since then, Serbs and other non-Albanians have been the victims of mass persecution, crime and terror. Less than 100,000 Serbs remain in Kosovo. Most of these live in enclaves under the protection of the international military and police force.
Sve mi je ostalo. 50-godišnji rad. Sve je propalo. Tamo su mi i biblioteke, i knjige, i uloge, i sve ono što sam radio cijelog života, moji rukopisi.
The united opposition of Serbia, with broad popular support, finally overthrows the Milosevic regime. The world welcomes the change, and an arena now exists for the proper resolution of many issues which have plagued the country for years. However, the Serbs and other non-Albanians remaining in Kosovo and Metohija are still subjected to terrorism and suffering.
Ovo je druga godina, ja ne mogu da odem i da vidim šta je sa onim, znam da mi je kuća spaljena i ove rođene kuće, i one su spaljene, ali još nema uzimaka da se vidi šta je kako. Stvarno ovakvim tempom, ako se bude radilo, niko od nas neće ostati, ni jedan jedini.
On November 17, 2001, elections were held in Kosovo for the establishment of the province's parliament. The members of the new parliament are expected to elect the president of Kosovo at the beginning of 2002. The 120 members of the parliament represent 14 political parties and coalitions. The Serb community has 22 representatives, other non-Albanian communities have 13, and there are 85 Albanian MPs. The Parliament lays the foundation for the achievement of the international community's pivotal goal for Kosovo. This is to secure the participation of all political constituents and ethnic groups in gradually building democratic institutions. With a new legal infrastructure, all citizens and all ethnic communities will enjoy equal rights in a new, democratic and multi-ethnic Kosovo. In April 2002, the institutions of the interim government of Kosovo were formed. Despite this, neither the international armed forces in Kosovo nor the newly established Parliament of the Peoples of Kosovo have succeeded in creating the conditions needed for the safe return of more than 250,000 Serbs and other non-Albanians. Life is becoming even more dangerous for those Serbs who remained in Kosovo.
Nije sigurno, nije bezbedno. Opasnost postoji sa svake strane, s leve i desne strane. Ja ne vidim ovde nikakav rezultat, ne vidim nikakvu budućnost, ne vidim ovde. Nemam slobodu kretanja, ne mogu da radim, ne mogu da odem da uzmem osnovnu namirnicu.
In the 4 years since the arrival of the KFOR troops, only 830 Serbs have returned to Kosovo. In the same period, almost 1,000 Serbs have been killed and almost 6,000 attacks reported against Serbs and other non-Albanians living in Kosovo-Metohija.
Dobar dan, ko je to? Ajde, izvolite. U toku cijele ove godine je bio izložen stalnim napadima, pokušajima razvaljivanja vrata uličnih i prodora ovdje u stan. Iz tih razloga ja sam prinuđen da još pre mraka stvaram velike barikade, jer ova moja vrata koja potiču iz davnih vremena još, iako su okovana i tako dalje, nisu mogla da izdrže tolike napade.
Kakva je situacija? Nikakva bezbednost, nema, radimo u privatnoj kući, niko nas ne pazi, niko nas ne čuva, sami, uz Božju pomoć.
A kako ti je ovdje, kaži mi?
Pa dobro.
Šta najviše radiš?
Pa idem u školu.
A posle škole, ili si igraš negdje?
Pa idemo do crkvi, kuće, škola.
Jel smiješ da se šetaš ovako malo tu po kraju?
Ne.
Što?
Pa ima Albanci.
Nema napretka, vi vidite kakva je situacija, svakog dana se nešto dešava. Svakog dana nešto novo se čuje na iba. Ili nekog ubili, ili nekog prebili, i tako. Ne očekujemo ništa bolje.
Ja bih voljela ovdje da bude mir. Slobodno da idemo svugde, da se šetamo kao oni sad.
Šta ćeš da radiš za letnji raspust?
Pa ići ću u Srbiju da se prošetam malo.